One game for the right to go. The Houston Rockets control the opening tip. Down to Fareed. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Count the bucket for two.
When the ball was in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Westbrook with it, just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. And a nice finish at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's in the hands of Harden. Take stock of the floor. Harden. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Harden in possession. Down 5. Westbrook. Calling Stein with the rebound. Lets it fly from long range. Can't get the bounce. Harden. For 3. Offensive board. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Has a chance. Gets a shot up off the mark. To Harden. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Won't go down. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Warriors have the basketball. Sizing up the defense. Baseline drop.
Oh, no! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. Curry. And takes it away. To Fareed. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Threes and layups. That's what the Rockets do. They're not a team that settles for mid-range shots. And that's a good job of getting to the rim and racking it.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
And the rebound belongs to Golden State. Trying to cash in. It's Harden with the rebound. On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Wide open look, won't go.
That's called a heat check right there. Surprised he missed it.
Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Russell Westbrook at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you. Me and you. Here we go. I got him.
And count the basket inside.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
For three, tough shot there for Westbrook. He always thinks it has a chance. In a flash, scores at the rim.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. It's Russ at the controls. Knocked loose. Russell Westbrook against Klay Thompson. Rebounded by Capella. To Fareed. Harden. Can't connect. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
To Curry. Thompson. Easy path to the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
It's Rockets ball. The drive right to the basket. To Capella. Rockets with 4 to shoot. That misses with 3 seconds left. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7. Jay and I are back after this. It's the Western Conference Finals on EA Sports. 1 quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter, and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Westbrook. Driving right to the basket. Draymond Green sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Harden. He was all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
So you're just going to let him go coast to coast like that?
It's James Harden once again. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And hits the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip.
Good shot.
Slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, stolen by the Warriors.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Kenneth Faried snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that slot.
Fires the 3. That won't go. Cleans it up. And the rebound comes down to Harden. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
The free throw is good. Finishing off the 3-point play. The lead grows to 12. Westbrook into the front court. He'll run the offense. A bad pass there. Warriors have it. And he finishes at the rim.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Now a steal on a very lazy pass there. Stuffs it down with authority. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First one, count it. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Westbrook. Fires the 3. Westbrook bothered just enough on that one. From long range. Yes.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Harden knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
It goes down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammates with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
The drive right to the basket. And the rebound taken down by Houston. To Westbrook. Fareed. To Harden. Westbrook. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Beyond the arc for 3, and he knocks it down.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Great hustle. That's what you like to see. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Going to launch beyond the arc. And the rebound corralled by Cauley Stein. Oh, big finish at the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Russell Westbrook, defended by Steph Curry. On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
It's Harden. Brings the ball up. Flushes down the slam. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Lets it fly from long range. It's good.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Harden, defended by Thompson. James Harden. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Steph Curry matched up with Harden. He'll take that any day. Harden into the front court. His guys down big. Fareed to Westbrook. Shot from the lane won't go. Oh, errant pass as it's taken away. Nice pass to set things up. Russell Westbrook, nice.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Oh, good work to step in front. The pass taken away.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Warriors dominated this matchup from the opening tip. And before the game, I had a feeling they might come out strong, but not like that. Needless to say, I'm a bit surprised by how well they executed their offense. These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors. The Rockets did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. The way they struggled doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight, all right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
ball. I got ball.
Clint Capella with a piece. Couldn't keep it in. Off James Harden. All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Curry. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
Russell Westbrook matched up with the two-time MVP. For three. Jay, you had to figure sooner or later one of those threes was going to go down.
I don't know. I'm a little bit beside myself that he kept shooting the ball at that clip. I mean, when you miss that many shots in a row, you usually try to get to the rim, see the ball go in, then go inside out. But obviously, that's not the case.
Rockets have the ball. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
They've got it in the open floor. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
First free throw is good.
Shot, boy. Good shot. Good shot.
Goes 2 for 2.
That's a bucket. That's a bucket.
Russell Westbrook with the rock. For three. Rebounds brought down by Cauley Stein.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter to Harden. To Capella. Draymond Green sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And the Rockets clear the board. Capella. Green always looking for the steal. Westbrook to Harden. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Fires the three. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Capella to Fareed. Westbrook. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Jumper's good.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Harden. Fires the three. Second effort. Fareed. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Kenneth Fareed. From long range. Textbook defense. Harden with it up top. Down a bundle. Westbrook to Harden. Beyond the arc for three. No good. That's great defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Capella.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Fareed. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Man, that was a tough shot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Baseline drive. Nice step through and the finish, Jay.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Fakes. Drives to the rim and scores.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Curry with the ball. Surveys the floor. Screen coming. He was hacked. They let it go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Cauley-Stein. Won't go down. To Fareed. Oh, stolen by the Warriors. Rises for the slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Harden. And the rebound taken down by Green. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Curry into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And Draymond Green throws it down.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Clint Capella with the block. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The Warriors enjoying some breathing room right now. It'll be Rockets basketball here as we start the 4th quarter. And this has not been one of their better performances to this point. They've been out of sorts all afternoon.
And one of the most difficult challenges we have in this life is when we bring our personal life into our workspace. It looks like they were never in the game to begin with.
Oh, emphatic slam. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on a defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
We need it. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
That boy got jumper. Hey,
to Westbrook. Lets it fly from long range. Buries the wide-open three. That's too easy.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Houston takes over. To Harden. 4-3. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
A pass taken away by the Rockets. Fareed against the former Cougar. To Harden. Nice pass to get things going.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Harden, tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Harden with the basketball. He'll run the offense. And knocks it down. And, Jay, the system produces once again.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Cauley Stein to Green. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Draymond Green all in one motion. Give it to him for three.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
To Westbrook. For three. Westbrook bothered just enough on that one. Count the basket inside.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Oh, knocks it down from three.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
And it's rebounded by Green. To Curry. Nothing going here on that drive. Green to Curry. And now Houston has the basketball. To Fareed. Here's a chance from long range. Not a good shot there as he misses it. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Willie Cauley Stein. Harden in possession. His guys down big. Fires the three. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Harden in possession. Looking to make something happen. No good. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
And Russell Westbrook, good from distance.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Willie Cauley Stein lays it in.
Ed, I have a rule. If you're 6'9" or taller, I don't want to see you jelly it. I don't want to see any kind of weird spin or English on the ball. Just dunk it. Keep it simple, please.
Drove the lane and finished strong at the hoop on that one.
If you know a guy's a driver, there's no need to apply that much pressure on him if his main objective is to get to the rim. Play off of him, make him think about the jump shot, and also, guys from the weak side on the help side, make sure you play in those gaps and you try to close out as quick as possible when he puts his head down.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just his shot-making ability. but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body, which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
James Harden at the controls. Fires the three. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I will be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat five.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Harden. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. From long range, tough shot. He hits.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Clint Capella tips it. Harden. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
It's the Warriors who get the victory. They are champions of the Western Conference. They're on their way to the NBA Finals. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
The Warriors will represent the West in the NBA Finals after today's landmark victory. After a season of adversity, it all comes down to one last playoff series. And I just know it's going to be incredible. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Golden State Warriors. The Rockets weren't able to advance after that tough loss. I got a sense they didn't expect for their offseason to start just yet. I know what the feeling's like, and it can be tough, but it's all about how you come back from it. Who knows what they'll be like next season? It'll be interesting to see for sure. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Houston Rockets.
Game stats. Player of the game.
And while you can't track leadership on a stat sheet, it was by far the most impressive thing he did in this game.
Who was gold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1. cold.
The Warriors made it official with today's emotional win. They'll be the ones representing the Western Conference in the NBA Finals. They'll also be the ones celebrating in the locker room for a long time tonight. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Golden State Warriors. The Rockets were eliminated from the playoffs today, and I'm sure there are no words that can make them feel better right now. Making the playoffs can be considered a success, but that's probably not what they want to hear right now. Check out the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets.
Game stats. Player of the game.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in this game. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Warriors are the Western Conference champions. After a long, grueling season, they're now headed to the NBA Finals. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Golden State Warriors. The Rockets. We're hoping for a different postseason future, but now it's about what-ifs of the past. The reality of the offseason is now upon them. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Houston Rockets.
Game stats. Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Warriors will represent the West in the NBA Finals after today's landmark victory. After a season of adversity, it all comes down to one last playoff series. And I just know it's going to be incredible. Check out the leading scores for the Golden State Warriors. The Rockets weren't able to advance after that tough loss. I got a sense they didn't expect for their offseason to start just yet. I know what the feeling's like, and it can be tough. But it's all about how you come back from it. Who knows what they'll be like next season? It'll be interesting to see for sure. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Houston Rockets.
Game stats. Player of the game.
If you asked him, I'm sure he'd give the credit to his teammate and coaches. But at the end of the day, we know that he's the one that made the biggest impact on this game.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Warriors made it official with today's emotional win. They'll be the ones representing the Western Conference in the NBA Finals. They'll also be the ones celebrating in the locker room for a long time tonight. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Golden State Warriors. The Rockets were eliminated from the playoffs today, and I'm sure there are no words that can make them feel better right now. Making the playoffs can be considered a success, but that's probably not what they want to hear right now. Check out the leading scores for the Houston Rockets.
Game stats. Player of the game.
The highlight says it all. He's your player of the game.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Warriors are the Western Conference champions. After a long, grueling season, they're now headed to the NBA Finals. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Golden State Warriors. The Rockets were hoping for a different postseason future, but now it's about what-ifs of the past. The reality of the offseason is now upon them. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Houston Rockets.
Game stats. Player of the game.
Easy choice for player of the game. No one else made as big of an impact in this matchup.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Warriors will represent the West in the NBA Finals after today's landmark victory. After a season of adversity, it all comes down to one last playoff series. And I just know it's going to be incredible. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Golden State Warriors. The Rockets weren't able to advance after that tough loss. I got a sense they didn't expect for their offseason to start just yet. I know what the feeling's like, and it can be tough, but it's all about how you come back from it. Who knows what they'll be like next season? It'll be interesting to see for sure. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Houston Rockets.
Game stats. Player of the game. Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Warriors made it official with today's emotional win. They'll be the ones representing the Western Conference in the NBA Finals. They'll also be the ones celebrating in the locker room for a long time tonight. The leading